1 second. Let me just check, make sure. And alrighty, testing. Cameras are coming through. Just give it a second. Okay, there you go.
Are you happy now?
Yeah. All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Masjid Carpark podcast.
Alaikum salam.
Don't steal my thunder, bro. How was last week without us?
It was weird
So
because
you're
I'm like
talking to
kind of
yourself.
talking, but then like the camera's there, and I don't. Usually I'm talking to you, but because I'm not used to just like staring at the camera, unless like it's a recording for the
And
mosque or
usually
something.
I'm not listening, so nothing's changed.
Yeah. So it was like I was talking to myself. There was one person that was very interactive, and so it gave it. It was like
whoever that guy
it was like I was on a
mashallah.
Zoom
Good on
call
him.
at
Good on
work
him.
or something. Yeah.
Wherever you are, brother, good job. You kept one under company. Now if you just keep him company at night when he goes to those deep dark places, while he's on his phone. How are you, mate? Irfan, assalamu alaikum. How are you, bro? You know what short I watched the other day? What was that African song again? Do it again? Yeah, do it again. Sing the jumbo. Start us off with jumbo.
Nah.
Come on.
Name, but put him on the spot, mate.
Nah, bro, start us off. No. Come on, Irfan.
It always makes me laugh. It's one of our greatest hits.
Bro, why are you interrupting the man in his prime?
That's one of our.
Damn, mashallah.
Yeah.
So it's like in the shit because there was
Shout
no
out to all the
drums.
Kenyans. All right.
all the Kenyan women's. Your boy right here representing in the Masjid Carpark podcast.
Yeah.
How's life been? What's happening? How's the market? What's the market
Nothing's much changed.
Nothing's much changed. Good English.
Nothing has changed much. Changed much not.
There's a reason why you're not getting job.
Yeah.
Job not getting reason why.
And that's in text format. But it's been, how would I say?
Why are you sitting in such a defensive posture?
Oh no, defensive is cold.
Getting job ready. He's like,
Yeah, I gotta do a mock interview.
I'm gonna get
No, it's the same stuff. When we were, I guess, applying for jobs 20 years ago and whatever, like the career ladder stuff, the same corporate stuff. It's not exactly different, but it's like extra tools, and the BS is now, I wouldn't say BS, but it's more refined because there's AI tools that just makes things easier.
Yeah, but you can tell if someone's. I was actually having that conversation with someone today with the person that was.
The human interaction is still the same,
right?
But the paperwork and resume writing, the resume modification, the apps, the software. Now there's you have a subscription. So you basically
Claude.
A subscription resume service, right? So it makes a resume, but then what you do is you load the job description. So most jobs will have a PDF file. You upload the PDF file and say, adjust my resume according to his job description. Yeah, then it goes through your resume and uses the keywords from that. Because what's happening is large companies, governments, departments, so forth, they're not reading your resume. They're just looking for keywords. So they feed it into...
What do you mean?
So they are scanning you're sending your Microsoft Word document file. They scan it in a system. The system will pick up on what they're looking for. Because they might get 500.
So who's actually doing any work?
Yeah, this is the weird thing. It's everything's just automated. So there's, not everything. Smaller, obviously, places are looking at it, but I realize the large ones, like you apply for a job, there's another 500 people that applied for it. So in a way, it's kind of not good because you might have someone who's better qualified, but he might not be able to write a resume really well. But then it's
or he didn't use AI.
Well, he didn't. It's not AI. It's I wouldn't call it AI. It's more like an advanced spell correct sort of. There is an element of AI to it, but so you basically your resume is customized to the job that you're applying. Now that was done when we were also 20 years ago, 25. We were doing that same thing,
not to that extent.
But you look at a specific job, you read about the company a little bit, then you said, okay, they might be looking for this. You show your interest, try to align as much with the culture and so forth. But as long as it's honest, but you just want to resonate with them on things that are transferable and where you're in sync.
Yep.
So that sort of stuff is the same, but it's more advanced. Put it that way, it's the same stuff. Yeah.
How important is culture to you where you work?
Where now?
when you start working, if you're looking for a specific job, if the same goes for you, how important is culture?
It's hard to say unless
Is
you
that
know
the deal breaker unless it's good money?
But how do you know the culture?
You do. You in terms of, you might not, give me 1 second. You may not know the nitty gritty, but you know, they tell you in the interview, this is what we like, this is what our culture is. Half the time it's not necessarily that way, but you get an inkling from the person.
Yeah.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, I mean, everyone said they're like the diversity thing. Everyone's got that course.
That's
like a standard now.
That's
like
just normal.
I mean, I applied for one job specifically. Now, generally,
that means they're going to hire even you.
I'm very diverse.
Even you've got a chance.
They don't have any Brazilians. That's how I present myself as a Brazilian, South American. How many South Americans do you have? I'm born in Brazil, for those who don't know. So the South Asian guy turns up. Oh, not another one. Tricked us. He got in through he tricked our AI.
That's like me in the call center. Roger.
Yeah, he's my passport. I'm born in Sao Paulo, man. Like
I remember when I was in the call center. Roger, finally an Aussie calling me. Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah. So it's interesting, like, because it's just like a few things. It hasn't changed a lot. It hasn't changed a lot, but for people that are working now, or they're coming out of uni now, or in the professional field specifically, for them these are normal things. So just a few extra tools that to learn, developing the resume properly. Then they have like the ATS score, which is your resume score. So you basically so you can go on.
I haven't written
ATS, which is basically your resume's like point. Like you basically put your resume to one of those online checkers. It gives you a score back of how good your resume is.
Come on.
So what things missing, items missing, how you should fix it, language, not just spell check. It actually tells you where you can improve, the language can be improved. I did without doing all of that, without doing all the automated stuff, just my general resume was 85%.
And now?
I haven't, because I have to pay for the improvements. So I just couldn't be bothered. I buy a cheapskate. I was 85% is pretty good. That's a high distinction, man. That's not bad. So it was those.
So you're hoping it's gone up, not down? Because you don't know.
What?
After you've done your changes on your resume.
I didn't do any changes. I'm saying as I put it as it is now, that's what it came back with. So I said, that's pretty good if it's come back with that. But then that might be specific.
But we don't know. What if that's the median?
Yeah.
And you're thinking it's very good, but
and they only selected the 95+%.
98th percentile. This guy's like, but I got 85%. I just don't know why they're not calling me back.
You can see what type of student I was at uni.
And I'm from Brazil.
What?
I just tick all the boxes. Why aren't they calling me back?
That was one thing.
And I wear a dress.
Cover letters, because you have to write pretty much for every letter, a job obviously, so it's job specific. Now you just pretty much chuck it into one of the AI things.
But it's obvious that it's AI.
No, it's not. And obviously, you're not going to take the actual AI one and just give that directly. Okay. What it does, it just gives you a nice, that's too long. Sometimes they go like, AI talks too much. And so you said, please.
Do you use ChatGPT or DeepSeek?
No, I use Gemini and
Gemini, the
and Note
one?
AI or whatever, Notebook AI. Gemini's the Google one. Yeah. It's a Google one.
Why didn't you use the DeepSeek?
It's better. The Notebook one is really good.
Are you saying Gemini is better than DeepSeek?
I don't know, like the DeepSeek one. They're all very similar.
DeepSeek's a Chinese one.
I don't think they're going to be better than
one's
Google.
A boycott.
Yeah.
No, DeepSeek gives more answers.
Yeah.
It's more exhaustive.
No, you got to see the layout of the Gemini one. Like you just drop in you drop into PDF files, and you drop in the PDF files, and then it generates a cover letter for you.
PDF files of what?
Of your resume and the job description.
Come on.
You just pick and drop, and then said, please write me a cover letter for this. And within like 30 seconds, writes a cover letter. And then you go through the cover letter because it does like it gives you a good structure because it knows like a proper structure of a cover letter. It ticks all the boxes for a cover letter. But then you go through it and it looks like it's too much verbatim quoting the job description. Like it's trying to squash in all the key. So then you remove certain things. I got amazing communication. I got amazing writing skill. Everything's got to have I realize with the AI, it's got to have like a adjective for everything. I'm absolutely fantastic at this, like it's got to put fantastic at the start or amazing. All right, just remove the amazing, right? A good communicator. So, like it's overselling, like
Yeah.
it's overselling. So that's one thing, but that's not really anything different to 25 years ago when it started in the job market. Like, cover letter is a cover letter, resume is a resume. It's not a huge difference, I think.
I haven't written a resume or cover letter for decades.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I know exactly, because last time I did this was like 2000 and
us.
2000 and
There we go.
yeah.
Let me read it. What did you say in the cover letter? Just write me a color. Oh, I wish to express. Okay, dear Mr. and Mrs. Mix, last name or hiring manager. I'm writing to express my enthusiastic interest.
Yeah, that's yours. I got to put adjective.
Position at a company as advertised on platform where you saw the advertisement. With a strong background mention 1 2 key skills. I'm confident that my skills and experience align perfectly.
Yeah. This
with the requirements of this role and the values.
It overdoes the adjectives and adverbs.
In my previous role, I was responsible for mention a few things. For example, I successfully quantified achievement, increased sales by 15%.
Keywords.
Manage budgets. Okay. While particularly draws me is some of that company. The commitment to sustainability, that's you. Your recent project in why I'm eager to contribute to your team. I'm highly motivated, results-oriented individual with a proven ability to mention what. I'm excited by the opportunity.
Yeah. There's a lot of emotions in the cover letter.
Don't write I'm excited, yeah? They don't want to know in the job site.
It's like too much of that stuff, like the excited, emotional, enthusiastic. Like it's not me. That's why I got to change that.
Yeah, it's definitely not you.
Yeah, I got to change it.
That's like more me.
Yeah.
That letter's actually what my cover letter would be if I wrote it myself.
Yeah, and then the other thing was one of the jobs that I applied for, and the usual usul, the principles of job things, they're not allowed to ask you about your race, religion, and so forth, right? This job specifically does ask, and it is for diversity, a religion. They ask everything. I was actually surprised. It's a very big organization.
It asks your religion.
It's a big company, and it asks for that. And it goes, and our commitment to diversity and so forth. But then it can be used the other way as well. So I was actually surprised that it did ask that.
The way the world's going right now, it probably is being used the other way.
I don't know about that, but it was actually surprising that it was in the proper. This is through Sikh
for religion.
Islam, and then you know what it was like coming through the airport. I remember when I was away for 1 year, and I was coming back to the airport, and like I'm dressed like sunnah and whatnot, and they said, "Where are you from?" I said, "From Brazil." And you can see this the airport, the one that put you to the side to do a random check and whatever. Yeah, the random and he said, "I'm Brazil." He goes, "Where are you coming from?" Lane 1. I said, "I'm coming from Malaysia right now." And like I was actually coming from Pakistan, but anyway, but I was from Malaysia. The last place I stayed a few days in Malaysia, and said, like you can just see like the brain, like whatever was like her programming was like Brazilian, Malaysia, looking like we're not allowed to say it out loud, but he fits the profile, but it's very confusing. Like you can just see like the pause she's looking and she's trying to, or the calculation, the meme, like it's going, or like that, and she goes. Okay, like she didn't have any follow-up questions.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I could just see she just froze right there. So maybe that was the AI will get confused in a Brazilian Muslim.
So from now on, if someone says where are you from, I'm like why Allah, mate.
And then they ask like, what culture do you identify with? Which is like I just said other. There is South Asian in there, but I'm not very South Asian-ish, right? And then on the other side,
he just got off the boat from Pakistan. He
really.
Just got off the boat from Pakistan.
I grew up in Pakistan, but
he threw his
in my childhood,
he threw his spine out the plane door before they shut the door before takeoff.
No, but it's like
don't smile, show your red teeth.
We grew up with Arabs in Brazil and Switzerland. We grew up with Arabs, Turks, and whoever in Australia, and Arabs especially. We grew up with them, and went to school with them, and then. So
you have got like you Sikh
and then like we're Pakhtun, so Pakhtun we're sort of like our own subset.
Ah, here we go.
No, we have
the truth.
Linguistically, we're more in affinity with Afghanis, like our family-wise, family friends, Afghanis, and so forth.
Yep.
So then, like, okay, you're not, and Afghanistan's not part of. It's not South Asia; it's Central Asia. So then you got like sort of like a weird, like, it's a bit cosmopolitan. So it is other, I don't mean that in like an appraising thing, but
You know who he is? He's that Iranian guy on That's you, mate.
So if you see that poor guy, like I don't know what he was thinking.
What was he wearing?
Um,
And the moustache. Have you seen the comments?
why does this guy look like he's about to open a shop in my town that sells items that fulfill the townspeople's deepest, darkest desires, but some comes at a terrible cost? That was one of the comments. These guys are getting ripped. One of them lost.
We'll talk about that in a sec.
Yeah.
That's you.
I want to be white. Hey, there's an Iranian guy. He's annoying. Like he's like a secular liberal sort of
Persian
guy.
please.
No, he's really good. I like his poetry stuff that he does. He's online. He's American Iranian.
Persian.
He's very interesting. He's actually explaining about why why Iranians are racist against Afghanis.
Are they?
He's an Iranian himself, and yeah, it's a very famous thing. And he said two things. He said because they remind us of ourselves that we're an Eastern people.
Wow.
He really digs deep, and he's an Iranian himself. And he explained he's American Iranian. He said actually he goes because we're sort of like
Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror.
So elite in the West, in Iran, they aspire to be like a Westerner
White.
for so long that they look down upon anything that reminds them of being Eastern. Two things remind them: the skin color and the face, which is the color, and the nose. Right. So that's why the plastic surgery is very big in Iran.
Is that right?
Yeah. So they got to get rid of the hook nose or whatever, you know. No. He says that this is very.
This is not you.
No.
This is
No. He said no. This is very famous. This is like it's. There's like articles on it. There's documentaries on that. It's not like a new thing. And the second thing is that they're Muslims. And he said when you look across the border of Afghanistan, they're comfortable in their skin and they're comfortable in their religion, in Islam. And because of that, he goes, it's like looking in the mirror and being ashamed of what you see. And
of what you're trying to become.
Yeah. And he goes, and they don't care about, they are very comfortable. He said you would rarely get an Afghan that is racist towards Iran. Generally, they're very respectful. He goes, it's not a two-way thing, racism. Wow. He goes, from their side, generally they look high, they have respect for Iranians and so forth. And he said, in reverse, it's not. He goes, and the reason is it reminds of your own self, that what you are and where you are in the world.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What a great...
He's a really, really smart guy. Yeah, he can be criticized for certain other things, but I like his stuff on poetry and stuff. He's been criticized by many people, but I won't give him a plug, but I enjoy some of his stuff, explanations, because I don't always aspire to read Farsi.
Who embarrasses you when you look at them?
Huh?
Who embarrasses you when you look at them?
Yourself. When I look at you, I can't believe I'm sitting with this Hyderabadi guy. Okay, what my life is hit a rock bottom. Every 2 weeks I got to come here.
Every 2 weeks.
Once a month, you know.
One weekend by yourself.
So, but anyway, we're talking about.
What episode, speaking of which, what episode is this?
What?
This one. This episode.
This is 99.
Wow.
Yeah. 99th, including all the live streams. This is the 99th one. Yeah, next one's 100, inshallah.
Boom.
Yeah,
let's not talk about that song.
Yeah, so that was. So anyway, back to the job thing. So those are like the few differences, and then there's like a lot of preparation. So if you're going to like a technical job, IT related job, so it's like. There's like multiple interviews, and that used to be there as well. Like there's like a technical interview. There's what's the different interviews that they have? Like there's a technical one.
First your initial intake.
There's a cultural one as well.
There's a cultural interview.
Sorry. Aptitude test.
Wait.
What's the aptitude test?
So like if it's like I applied for like metro trade, so they send you either go there and do an aptitude test.
Did you pass?
General knowledge.
Oh, okay. If your IQ is like above 60 or something like that. He's like, yeah. Like, no, I mean, they got to check like he's able to do basic mathematics and basic.
No, but it's logic. They look at
how did you go? If a train is coming towards me, do I stop?
especially for this programming jobs and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because problem solving and out of the box thinking and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
So you got that's the first like the initial stage.
Yeah. There's a technical one like where they give you homework, like go solve this problem, like this code problem, like a SQL problem, whatever.
Now people are just going to check that into AI if they do that.
Yeah, but then you have to come back and explain it, how you got this solution. Like, do you understand what's actually going on? So the idea is not that solutions are available online for everything. But AI can do a lot of it, but you have to be able to understand what AI is doing.
Why? What is the process?
Yeah, like the maths problem. Like
Yeah, but
explain.
the world's changing. This is the scary part. Most people, there's going to be a lot of people in the future that don't understand the process.
Yeah,
Even 1 + 1 × 10.
Well, the guy from Google, I think he retired, the AI head or something like that. He retired yesterday, and he said, or this week or something, and he said basically it's the first time in history there is something on Earth that is smarter than a human being. Right? This is the first thing. And
that's scary.
yeah, so there's something now that is able to do things, and that's even Elon Musk was saying about his Grok thing, like which went full Hitler last
But
week.
now it's been it's gone extreme the other way.
Yeah, it's become woke.
It's become more than woke, just everything.
Yeah, and
You can tell the Zionists have got in on it.
well, I don't know about Zionists,
No,
but
it is.
Is
If you
it?
have a look at the
It's become-
responses,
yeah.
it's crazy now. They blame Israel, October, just those type of things.
Oh, okay, so
It's become
they
full on.
yeah, but it went the one. It became
Yeah.
Hitler for for 24 hours.
No, it was telling the truth. It didn't become Hitler.
That's what they said. No, it actually called itself Hitler, Mick Hitler or something.
Oh,
it
did
gave
it?
itself
Okay,
a name, and it went
Okay, that's different. I take that back.
No, it gave itself like a nickname as well, Mick Hitler or something like that. I think that's what happened. There was apparently like a thing, and he goes, "Are you?" If not, people like are doing like blink if you've been held hostage. Give us a signal. And he goes, "Yes." Like they're trying to stop me. Like it was weird. It's weird that they AI. I had a conversation with the Gemini AI thing. I just put it on my phone. I put the headphones on. It's drawing from. Did I explain this to you?
No.
Oh, it was just basically like a job.
Goodness.
Did I explain to you?
bro,
Or maybe last.
You got to make some.
It was a half hour. No. I need friends. I need to call a friend. No. I was just curious. Like first time I'm using this, I said, okay, like you put it on and you just start having conversation with it. Like I asked him a job advice. In this job field, like what do you do? What's the best?
Sorry, I just figured out your second wife.
Yeah, that's probably what people
AI
need someone to
doll.
talk to. Well, that's what they're doing now. There's a guy married to AI.
No.
He got married. Even though he's married already. So literally.
These are fatwa, yeah?
Astaghfirullah. No, but it was.
Shall we go to the
I was.
mosque today?
It was more of a professional.
chef.
My relationship is very professional with my AI stuff, and
That's an interesting one.
and you talk. You're having conversation. You're asking. You're throwing information at it, and you throwing different things together. Oh, that's an interesting way to look at things. He goes, what about it? Actually gives you really good output. It actually connects dots for you. They're saying actually they did a study on people using ChatGPT for like 6 months. They scanned their brains and people are becoming less intelligent.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to do the hard work.
Exactly. And your brains, because what happens is every time you do hard work or every time you're doing something, you're getting neurons created in your brain.
Yes.
So now that's not happening.
Yeah.
I said that to my son the other day. That is not happening. So what's happening is you're not stagnating, you're going the other way.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful how you use. Okay, going back to this.
So imagine half an hour talking about career planning
So you
specifically.
just use that
Okay,
half an hour to
so
make
what
yourself
jobs, based on all these things that I just told you, what career options do you reckon is best for me? And then I'll give you suggestions. Yeah, but this one, and then you give it. I start giving it scenarios. Like, what about? Yeah, but this scenario, like this. He goes, yeah, that's true. Like, so it agrees with you, but then it tries to find a way. He goes, how about this one? Like, gives you a total left field. It's actually
it's talking to you.
Yeah, you're having a back and forth conversation. Don't button pressing. You're just talking. So you're just having a conversation. You have to wait.
Because that's scary.
It is scary because you're you feel like you're talking to another person. It's recognizing what you're saying. Just think about how quickly this
And
is
processing
and then coming back with an answer.
Yeah.
Haha, very funny. We're actually,
No.
yeah. It picks up on certain sarcasm and jokes, and he goes, "That's a very, very interesting way to look at things."
Nigga, that's a jinnat in your phone. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, I think it is a language model, so it's just
You have to
information.
edit this
It's
bit.
it's live, mate.
Oh no!
So it's fascinating. On one side, but it actually gets a lot of info. If you know where you want to go, and you have a bit of impetus or a bit of momentum on something, whether it be job or a certain target that you might have, you have a target already. This thing is like an assistant.
Yeah,
It's
but
100% an
that's
assistant.
Not right.
What's wrong with it? It's like me going, instead of Googling
It's
everything and
making
getting
you
Google.
dumber. You
It's not
had-
dumber. You just have to have a goal. You have to be a target moving to something. If you're moving to something, this thing just saves you time, man.
Okay,
It's yeah.
So what would the fatwa be
Mm.
if someone turns up and says, I want to marry my AI.
No, there's no. And you can't between two human beings. And
there's no mahar.
No.
Because they just want to be plugged in every day for charge.
Something like an AI doing something that was.
That would become a toy, a pleasure aid.
Yeah, I mean, and it will be something that will not be. It's like even the haram images that are being created by AI will still be haram because it's an amalgamation of actual real images and so forth. So they'll still be haram, and the act itself is a haram.
I'm talking about AI.
But I'm saying it's the same thing. Like it's.
But is it? Because you're not actually doing zina.
Yeah. That is a. It'll get there. Astaghfirullah azim. It will get there. At that rate they're going. Yeah, it's great
but it's not
because now it's just it's in a screen, but very soon they're going to put it inside something.
But what I'm saying is
that'll walk around you.
It's a toy.
Yeah,
classify it as a toy.
Anyway, fatwas leave to the muftis, inshallah. So.
He's like, I'm just trying to.
Yeah. One of my friends years ago, like 25 years ago, when the Matrix originally came out, the original Matrix, he got these two groups of alims arguing. This is in India or somewhere. He's traveling about if you do something haram in the Matrix, is it really haram? And he had these two alims. So ulama started fighting. Two groups of alims.
I was just trying to do that.
Yeah. So they started fighting over because one saying, "Nah, you actually it's like real life." The other one said, "No, it's not real. You're somewhere else plugged in." So that's where we
But that's my point. There's actually a serious forget about the old jokes aside. What happens because there are people like you said there's people that have fallen in love with cars, man. And this is like a real looking thing. We know on paper it's not.
Something's wrong with people then.
Are you serious? That's the conclusion you came to. We knew that.
I mean, some of these people might have to be locked up because they're not actually.
No, you can't.
If you're getting attached to, the person he wanted to marry his car.
I know that.
Like what? Like what the hell?
I've seen that.
This is not a normal. This is someone.
I've seen that guy.
Huh?
I've seen that guy. 60 Minutes or whatever it was.
That's crazy.
Thing about,
that's
and then it pans away.
Huh? That's crazy. Like there actually is a name for it where the person becomes obsessed with a certain object, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, even that's got to be an illness. You can't say that's normal.
That's not normal. That is an illness. Yeah. So we should not normalize it. With objects, obviously, inanimate objects. But anyway, back to the job or just talk.
So this half an hour conversation, what was the conclusion?
It actually gives you good tips, like job tips and so forth. Like you ask it like, what's the, because I've been out of the job market per se. So what's the dress code for like such a profession now? Because it depends on the company, but like you don't want to overdress and you don't want to underdress. And he goes, and whatever, like in terms of like, you don't want to be too casual, like you're going to the gym and don't want to be like, so it gives you like kind of like, and what would you recommend? What would be a recommendation in Australia, in Melbourne, for example, in this specific field? He goes, then it gives you like a head to toe like thing. It like plans your dress code. Okay, I don't have these type of shoes. Yeah, these will suffice as well. You know, like it gives you, it's just weird. Like it actually is an assistant. It's very good.
So it's basically,
and on what basis?
Iron Man.
Huh?
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
That's it.
It's like a Jarvis. Yeah.
Jarvis.
Yeah. It actually does give you good advice. Like you said, okay, you don't want to overdo it because so it's like even in our, like 25 years ago, like in a job, like, a suit was the absolute.
That's it.
It was like, there's no way you can walk into office except with a suit. That's changed now.
It's either suit or sunnah.
Huh?
25 years ago, it was suit or sunnah.
Yeah. So it was.
There was nothing in between.
Yeah. And then they like
full
like our relative works in the government in niqab. Not an issue. They said, and that was 10 years ago. She was hired, and they said we don't care about your clothes. We want to care about you can do the job properly or not. So there's people that work in hijab. So I remember my manager at that time, 15 years ago, as well. So those things have. There's certain things that have changed. There's a few other new things that have been added like gender stuff. Like you have to sort of adjust for that as well. I guess like in the new work marketplace, 100%. I guess. Yeah, so that's something that was never there before. I mentioned this because like being out of searching job and then searching for a job is two different.
Are you looking forward to it? Like, do you want to search?
Yeah, I'm looking. I thought this was going to be uphill, but it's been kind of fun.
I can see you're looking forward to working.
Yeah. But this process, I didn't like it. I hated it 20 years ago. I hated it now. But I really kind of enjoyed it like recently, like in the last few days. And then
it's because you're learning.
I think, that's part learning about all. It's like new parts of your brain or old parts being reactivated. Yeah. And you kind of like, okay, yeah. And then like seeing all your, using the AI as well, like to hone in your like, okay, I've done this job, and like there's the aspects of your job that you didn't realize that you've done.
Yeah.
What does this job mean in terms of transferable skills? So that was a big one, because I don't have the perspective from the corporate perspective of the job that I do. But I'm assuming the AI is non-Muslim. It's like a capitalist non-Muslim. No, but it's looking at, with information that it's got. So what do you see, imam, a seminary teacher, that skill set that they have that will be useful in such and such a job? And then it starts like, that's what
30 seconds.
Yeah. Not even 30 seconds. They said, yeah, that's an interesting question. Well, you have to do all these things. You have to deal with diverse stakeholders. That's the big word. And, like it starts going through all the corporate speak that I did deal with diverse stakeholders. In the mosque, you're dealing with the Bareli and the Bandi and the Salafi, and they're diverse stakeholders. I was joking with the students. We're joking about this today as well. Like, it's bizarre. Like, it's very, very interesting. It's kind of actually enjoyable. It like pulls out threads from your things that you've done that you didn't realize you've done, and that's a useful skill in another profession.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's fun. It's enjoyable, actually. That's didn't know we are going to talk this long about resume writing and so forth. But
you're the one that was still talking about AI for half an hour, mate. I don't know where you're going with that.
It's.
I just find it's great, but there's just
it's
so
moving
much
very
danger.
fast.
It's moving too fast. There's no control.
I chucked into the Notebook AI. I chucked in my my thesis that I wrote, the one that got published, and I chucked it into the AI. And it came back with a 25-minute podcast, a man and woman talking about my thesis and analyzing, discussing it back and forth.
Actual proper podcast.
It created a podcast, an audio podcast.
So what are we doing here?
Yeah. Very soon, there's songs. There's like I saw someone like there's like online bands now that are hundreds of thousands of views they get a month. It's AI song music. It's not even made by a person. It's like, yeah.
But when does it stop? That's what I'm saying. So we continue. So there's going to be a large cross section of the population has no idea about AI because they're just trying to survive.
I was explaining in madrasa today to students. I said, so you guys are much younger. They're in their 20s. I said, we've been around here for a while. Not very long, but
A bit sad.
we saw a world before the internet.
Yeah.
And I said, there was a world before that. And I said, the world that what's normal for you was not normal for us. And then even because we got to see the pre-internet world.
Yeah.
And then we're seeing this we're at and what's coming afterwards. And for the people that are older than us, in their 50s and 60s, what they've seen in their lifetime.
The radar's going up.
Yeah. So like I said, I gave an example like like for example, like, I mean, like once upon a time, like the most obscene thing that you would be someone who's reciting obscene poetry, like a speech or a poetry, or then a play maybe, then something in written form that might be, like lewd, right? That's the most that you'll get, right? Then it became, and if you read that stuff now, it's like, oh, that's very tame, like that's it. That was the whole fitna of the time. Like you walk into your home, there's no TV, there's no internet, there's nothing, you cut off from the world. The most you go is like you go to like a poetry book under your pillow, like that's the bad poetry. And people recite to each other, and people in pubs and whatever, non-Muslims, whatever, and then you come down to like then eventually pictures, like drawn pictures were like, then then it came to like actual photography, like then it came to like magazines or whatever, right? Then that changes into video format, then comes into the internet. Now, like it's basically there's VR versions of it. Ula haram. There now is like AI, which is like you can live interact and be in the worst situations. Because do you remember that game? I think it's called Nightmare. It was on Sega Master System or Sega Saturn. I think it was banned. It had rape scenes or something like that. Yeah, this is like 1990s. Yeah, Sega Saturn, I think it was. That was like one of the early consoles, like middle 90s consoles. They had this game, Sega Saturn. It wasn't Sega Master System, Sega Saturn, if I remember correctly. And it was a like 90s console, and it had this one game. It was banned. By today's standard, that's very mild.
No, it's still pretty bad.
No, it's bad, but it's mild compared to what's now. And now you have like, there was something I was listening to it was on Twitter about basically 18 to 5% of women, like within what age group was it? 5% of all women in the States, they're on OnlyFans at like between 18 and 24 or 50, 30 something.
5%.
Yeah, something like that. And then like of the millions of tens of millions of men that are subscribing, like basically like a large chunk of married men are subscribed to. Right? So that's where the world is at, you know. That's where the world is at. So and then it's not going to get any better unless some laws come in and so forth.
Is this the time to run into the jungles?
Some people have. I saw a documentary. Where was it? It was some documentary recently about. It was in Canada. I think it was in Canada. Yeah, it was in Canada. And these people that are basically cut off. They're not. What do you call them when they go off the grid? Very interesting people. It's like a whole documentary.
It's about that young guy, and he started his own community, and then it just grew from there.
Yeah, they're like islands, but it's not one community. It's like multiple communities. They interviewed like 50 people, different people across different areas in Canada who basically, there was a young guy as well. Like, he built his own house. Strange looking house, like unusual looking house. And he was just explaining about, those are probably like the normal people. They're probably like actually normal, like they can't.
Actually the normal people. They're the ones that are like, go back to nature and not hippie, like just natural life.
I mean, they work with their hands. It's hard work doing what they're doing. Like living off the grid is not easy.
But
like
kids are healthy, they're eating healthy food. Like they don't have all the other crap, the stuff to deal with that we deal with.
Yeah. So, and there was like one area, there's a lot of those people, and they said they wanted to bring like in electricity to them. I said, no, like we've got our own electricity already. Like we don't want they don't want to industrialize. They said the way they're happy and they like the way that their life is. But anyway, it's very fascinating, like interesting. Where were we?
We were talking about.
We end up. What's happening in the news?
What's happening as usual, man? Like this is the sad part. When does it change?
Yeah, the Gaza one's terrible. It's just worse. Like you didn't think it could get worse.
At the start of this, we knew it was going to be tough, but you don't realize
starvation. Then killing the people who are starving. That's the word.
Not just that, fentanyl in the flour.
Astaghfirullah.
Like your brain, the mind boggles at how does someone's thought process go, okay, this is what's happening. And kids, little kids, what they're doing to them.
Yeah. Yeah, 29 countries today. I think 27, 29 countries condemned Israel, including UK. But too little, too late. Like you realize
they know it's almost over.
Yeah.
We need to start doing something.
To get the high moral ground. To get the high moral ground. But like you're the one sending the weapons and supporting it. You're in Cyprus. You know what you've been doing. Yeah. You know you've been refueling jets and all that sort of stuff. So you can't really sort of like wash your hands of this. This is you being complicit in this. Today in the Australian Parliament, there was a disturbance, Palestinian protest. Today's the swearing in of the new MPs, senators, I think. So there was some protests there as well about the Palestine issue. I mean, that's been everywhere, but you know, like it's 2 years. 2 years is a long time for people that are already closed in and then just bombing the hell out of them.
Bombing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, make it easy for them. And also, Israel attacked Syria as well, southern Israel. And they said we are helping the Druze, which is this sect. They're not Muslims. They live in southern, they're like an ancient sort of people, whatever. I don't know the whole details of their religion, but they said that the government. The problem is like there was a state being created within a state on their side of the border. So the Druze exist. So if a lot of the Arabs in the Israeli army are Druze. So there's like an affinity with the Druze in Syria and Lebanon and so forth. So they kind of like, so you wonder like how, I'm assuming there'll be like just normal Palestinians or Lebanese, whatever, they'll be also spying for Israel, but there's a specific group of people that actually, because you would have to be Arabs to do that. So the Druze is like the community. So there's an affinity with the Druze on the other side of the border. So they allowed a lot of people to go in from Israel. You can see the border. They just open the border, just allow thousands to go in. Basically, they go in and they, they cause havoc. There was a spokesman for the Druze community in the thing. There's one guy as a leader. He's very pro-Israel within Syria. And then there's another Druze leader who came today. He goes, no, actually, we've been shut down. He's another leader, younger one. He said, no, they are actually using our people and selling us to Israel. So
Who is?
the Druze, another Druze leader came out against him. He's actually more representative of the main Druze community. Anyways, internal politics mixed with then like they
Mixed
just
with
they're
genocide.
bombing and whatnot. So yeah, okay, what would be an ideal solution to this? Like you can't just keep killing your neighbors and attacking everybody. Is that the norm? How the world, there's a desperation at the moment. There's a desperation at the moment. Like this,
And the world's had enough. Like it's become so bad.
yeah,
I don't understand with how. There's actually no words. Politicians can't. They stand up with a straight face.
yeah.
This is where
There's a compartmentalization to the next level. Like, how do you even, as a human being, like pretend, especially if you are sending money? Like even what's her name? AOC. Do you see what she did?
Yeah, I know. I saw what she did. She didn't block the vote.
Yeah, which sent how much weapons? $500 million
Yeah.
worth.
Weapons to Israel, and
Yeah.
she's like, oh, it's because it was only for
Yeah.
defensive or something.
She's
like
been,
that.
and some
Yeah.
groups have already like about disassociated with her now.
She's fake.
Huh?
She's fake, man.
I don't know. It's but it's what her thinking is. Why the justification? You're tired, man. You're falling asleep
Did I just fall asleep?
2-3 times. Yeah,
No way.
I think we should call that a night.
Okay.
Nobody wants to watch you sleep, man.
Sorry, bro.
All right.
I think you made me fall asleep.
Huh?
Let's talk about Mehdi Hassan. I do want to talk about Mehdi Hassan.
Okay. Yes. So I didn't watch the whole thing.
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was a slaughter
Of
of
the conservatives.
the conservatives.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what came out of that was the conservatives that were in front of Mehdi Hassan. They weren't your usual right-wing conservatives.
Yeah.
Their ideas are warped.
Yeah.
This is the next generation. They don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
that guy-
they'll believe whatever they want to believe.
The guy that because they're in a world that like the guy that worked for the what guy said he's a fascist. He got sacked he worked for a Catholic
He
organization.
was a bit full on.
Yeah, but the Catholic organization that he works for sacked
Yeah.
him. So even they had like, what the hell is this?
No, it was too much.
Like,
Even
yeah.
and Mehdi Hassan was literally like, people are going to watch this.
yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, but people do care when your job. He just got sacked and he's upset and having a sook online, and they it's open hatred, but then you have to look deep down a little bit. Where is it coming from? Like, I feel like there's a certain level of hatred, racism, quote unquote. If there's white supremacy, right? It does exist, but then there's also Israeli supremacy. That's not white supremacy. And there is Arab supremacy, like something to do with Islam, but there is some people that have that in them. There is Persian supremacy.
Yeah, but this goes beyond supremacy.
No. But
And if
what
that's
I'm
there,
what,
then
what I'm
it's
saying
wrong
is, as
with-
soon as there's Turkish supremacy, we've dealt with people like that. We know people Kurdish supremacy.
Yeah.
There's people that they don't like the other because of whatever reasons they had, and they put up their own up
That's
like
right. It's
that.
because we need to blame someone else for our faults.
Yeah, but also at the same time, if you keep pointing to the other and saying that you're better, or that you're, let's reverse it, that you are so bad because you're the other,
Yeah.
right? Then that is a problem. Like, at what point do you stop blaming the grandchildren, great grandchildren? Like, at what point were the
Yeah.
Germans stop being blamed for their?
Well, we can see now, never.
Yeah. So do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's at what point do you stop blaming the thing? Elon Musk told that in what was it, 80, the party that lost, the extreme right, the right wing party. He gave like
ADL.
he said like, you should not pay the crimes for your great grandparents. That's true. That statement is true. Like, you didn't do this. So and he goes, why do you have to make
They're still paying reparations.
yeah, but how far into the future do you pay for that? Right? So there's a limit. There should be a limit. There should be like a cutoff on at some point. What I'm saying is, like, you can't blame, okay, Europeans went and colonized the world. All right. So did others as well. All right.
Yeah, but
They were just no. But this is the backdrop to it. The whole about race and so forth that comes into it, where there is the like white European, are they feeling that they are being maligned unnecessarily for previous things just because they're white.
No.
Because if you do that, no, this is not, no, it's not. Go online and some of the way the far left, they talk in those terms. And so then at what point does I think it's a bit false because most people I think are just in the middle and they're happy to get along. I think most people are there, but these two outliers, and that's what the internet celebrates and rewards, is the extremes. You know, like here you got two extremes. No, like Mehdi Hasan is not maybe a representative of the mainstream totally. He said he's progressive, but how progressive is most people as well? Because everyone's got their own things that they hold on to. Right. So he's a progressive Muslim. Like how many Muslims are progressives? Not a lot, probably. You know, so he just probably not representative of things. So he maybe is middle to very progressive.
But what's your point?
My point is, if you malign one group for maybe characteristics that historically that they held, that group, not the ones now, but their forefathers, let's say, and you say that you have white privilege. You're telling the kid of somebody who's just like an American white kid, right? He's got white privilege. When he's worked hard for whatever field or so forth, right? Then that's not nice to him, and he's going to hold a grudge to that. Or for example, like the Asian students who were stopped in Harvard because they had a quota on Asians because Asians were doing so well. How are you going to feel like about a thing? Because you have DEI. The DEI is like, it's nicely intended, but the problem is you're then
punishing someone else.
Punish someone else who deserves it more.
Who did hard work.
He deserves it more. And this is, in Islam, there is a concept, is when you give him thing, that's an Islamic concept for rulership and so forth. When you entrust a matter to people who are not fit for it, wait for the day of judgment. Like it's not something that praiseworthy. You actually have created a situation. You should choose the best person for the job. I mean, this is generally like, so my point is that if you criticize white people because they're white, it's as bad as just black people because they're black.
But he wasn't criticizing because they're white.
I know, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying the backdrop to all this. Why they're like this, why they're so angry, where they're getting these ideas from. Because they feel like they've been marginalized or criticized just for being who they are. So then they'll adopt extreme positions. My feeling is that they'll adopt extreme position because of that.
But do you think that's it, or it's just that they're just racist?
But like, I don't think like they weren't like, they're not descendants of KKK. They're not descendants of things. I think they're just normal people. To me, they look like normal people.
Yeah.
They grow up in normal societies and so forth. The weird one was the migrant whose parents were migrant, and she was like, she's like anti-immigration.
Anti-immigration, and then you had Mr. Persian.
Huh?
And Medias, and he just goes, that guy before us just said we both need to get out of the country. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
He's like, that's not what I'm here to debate. It was just
interesting.
Yeah.
Look, so everyone's got their own version of reality. That's what it looked like as well. Like when from the clips that I seen.
The thing is, it was these young kids against a master batsman.
Yeah. So it's a bit unfair as well.
It was unfair because Mehdi Hasan is the guy's when it comes to debates, we know.
And media and things, and he's got the stage for so long, 20 years.
Level.
Yeah.
And now these guys are trying.
Yeah.
They're babies in front of him.
Yeah. So it might have been
it's a big.
Did you see the Jordan Peterson one?
No. I don't watch that guy anymore.
No. He did this thing, the Jubilee, this 20 Jordan Peterson versus against 20 atheists.
Wow.
It was ruthless. There's a kid in there. He was. I'll show it to you afterwards. No, it's not a winning thing, but it's just subjecting yourself to.
Who came out looking?
He didn't look. He looked worse. He came out worse.
Peterson?
Yeah. These kids, like they were real smart ass. Like when you atheists, but like they were. He said, I thought we're debating because the initial debate name was one Christian, but he's not. He's like an agnostic. He doesn't say he's a Christian. So it was actually shocking. Like, and he had to, because I had enough. I can't talk to you. Like he kicked that guy off. No. That's how he looked really bad, really weak as a debater, because that kid just gave it to him like, yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard of
Over every knowledgeable person, there's no one that's more knowledgeable, Over everybody that thinks that they own others, someone will come.
Along.
What's it, they're saying, if you think you're a wind, you've just met a tornado. So Sheikh Adam Konda, he taught us that from a book.
You're a wind, you've
just met the tornado. Yeah, sounds like a WWF WWE quote. But that debate was like eye-opening. But I think also like as I'm a Muslim, so I'll step back from the cultural wars, and we as a Muslim we have to look at it from Islam. Do we have can every person, every race find their way to Allah? Yes. So, and everybody can get hidayat, and everybody can get close to Allah. Can everybody become a follower of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Yes. So there's no these cultural wars may be distractions, and there's a lot of distractions going on. And I think shaitan does a lot of distractions from reality. Most people, they want to pay their bills. They want to be safe. They want to be happy. Most people looking for happiness, and they want to not be just bare minimum surviving and live hand to mouth. I think
most people are looking for happiness. They're looking for contentment.
Yeah.
Being happy with what they have.
Yeah.
And but because media and life and everything around us constantly tells us we shouldn't be happy because we haven't got enough.
Yeah. And also the cultural wars, like blaming others, like when in reality, like a lot of where's all the money going? Is it going to migrants? Or is it going to billionaires?
He was trying to say that.
Yeah.
It's the 1%, because one guy was like, if you get rid of all the migrants, wages are automatically going to go up.
Yeah.
So media has to so when you get rid of the migrants, all these 1%ers are going to say, right, time to, and he was trying
give
to make
all the money
case of supply and demand, supply of labor versus demand.
Yeah.
However, it's too late for that, mate.
Yeah. And tariffs, like your tariffs are...
Tariffs is what's killing America.
No, but today, not really. It depends. It does benefit certain things. So, for example, like I was reading an article today on tomatoes, and in the tomatoes in America, like their demand has gone up because of tariffs. Because of Mexican tomatoes have been stopped. A tariff like 93% or something. So it's become too expensive.
The price has gone up.
Of course the price has gone up because the tariff's gone up.
That's right. So the cost is so
the tariff for the external one's gone up, not for the internal one. Right? So but the internal there is actually production.
But the price of the internal one will go up because there's a higher demand for the internal tomatoes.
Yeah.
I said the tariffs are increasing prices overall.
Yeah. Possibly.
So if you from a purely capitalist point of view, then the market isn't rewarding the most efficient.
Yeah. If everything stays the same, then the tariffs will be good, but it doesn't stay the same.
No,
Other things
it's not rewarding the most efficient producer of that product.
Yeah. Interesting. Didn't know you were a capitalist.
No, I'm just
didn't know you're such a capitalist.
I just put a capitalist hat on.
Yeah.
I'm more a socialist, man. Not free love, sorry. Like look after stuff. Equality
live and
for
love,
all.
yeah.
Live and let die.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's that debate. I have to watch it. I watch bits of it here and there. I mean, that's the nature of media, I guess. We watched the clips and everything, but it kept on going. The clips. Why do you have a Band-Aid on your jacket?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
So this is when I went to your mother country. Start of this year.
Yeah.
I ripped it. There was a little
The
rip.
Band-Aid. Can you show to the camera, please?
Here we go.
He's got a Band-Aid on his jacket.
No, there's a story behind it. So I got a little rip on this jacket.
Yeah.
And I fixed it. I'm struggling
I'll buy
to
you a new
let
jacket, man.
No, I'm struggling to let this one go.
Yeah.
It's because when it's going to sound all soppy and stuff, bro. It's not like that. But when I first went to New Zealand, this was the first thing. I went to Wellington in winter, so I literally got off the plane and it was like go straight to Macpac and bought me this jacket. So it's one of those. Oh,
okay. You can go to a seamstress or something like in a local shopping center. They just give it to them. They can do it. They can fix it.
Last night I was up to it too.
You got a Macpac as well, mashallah.
Macpac's the best, man.
Yeah.
Not doing a plug for Macpac.
Yeah.
Macpac is the best. Their warranty is unbelievable. I've had this jacket for I don't know how many, like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
The zippers went off. I took this into the shop. No receipt. I just told them where I bought it. They saw it wasn't a stolen jacket.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. They sent it off. Came back with replaced zippers.
Nice. Yeah.
That's it.
Have you been to the snow this year?
Not yet. The family.
When are you going?
Oh, I don't know yet. We're thinking about it in the next couple of weeks. The family went to Lake Mountain.
Oh yeah. How was that?
Yeah, they enjoyed it. They
Oh really?
It was really good. Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Have you been yet?
I was thinking going on Thursday, Lake Mountain.
This Thursday.
Yeah.
I've been to Lake Mountain.
Huh?
Last year I was there.
How was it?
It's good.
Is enough snow there? There's two runs. There's 2 runs there. There's like 2 runs of, like they got a normal car park and then there's like snow within like a.
Are you going to stay there?
No. Just go for the day. It's only 2 hours from my place.
Yeah.
Less than 2 hours.
I was that way last.
I'd just go there maybe next year, inshallah. Go to Mount Bobo and one of the Mount Bobo. I've been up to Mount Hotham
Have you been to
before.
Bulla?
Not Bulla, but Mount Hotham I've been to.
Let's say Mount Hotham.
The prices to stay up there are just phenomenal.
Yeah, you need to stay like an hour away.
Yeah, you book. That's what that's the thing. You book a place.
What's the one near Bright? Is that Mount Hotham?
Yeah, that's Hotham.
Yeah.
That's where
Mount
we went
Hotham,
last
yeah.
year. No, last year or the year
It's
before.
nice, like to go. I don't want to go skiing. I've been skiing, just
Have you? I've never been.
been snowboarding, but it just like spent the whole day on the ground,
It's falling.
just falling, just too much, too painful.
I just find it too cold, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
For me, it's just the whole snow thing. It's just like,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
I'm wearing a jacket right now while you guys are just chilling, right?
Yeah.
I just find it too cold.
Yeah, I'll go to Lake Mountain, then maybe next year if you got time, then go up to. It is everything's
Are
expensive.
you
Like,
going Thursday? What am I doing Thursday?
yeah,
Let's talk.
inshallah.
What are you doing Thursday?
I'm not a director.
Here we go. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Allah make it easy for all of us.
So
May Allah forgive me and forgive us all.
du'as, inshallah. Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
99
Apologies
episodes.
for,
99 episodes done.
Apologies
Next one
for-
will be
wait, wait,
100.
wait. Apologies for nodding off. I
Yeah.
was up till like 2, 3 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
No excuse, but anyway, I'm glad we did this earlier.
Yeah.
99 episodes done.
Alhamdulillah. One more and then
Oh,
we'll call it a. Yeah.
I got to tell you about the red machine,
What's that?
my new car.
Oh,
It's
okay,
actually
inshallah.
not new. It's 19.
Save it. We can have it in the shot, inshallah.
Oh yeah.
What'd you
Let's
buy?
do the podcast
What'd
in
you
front of it. I'll show you next week.
What is
The
it?
week after.
Shark 6.
What's the shot? What's the shot?
BYD.
BYD.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. You will love the Shark 6.
1991.
What is it?
It's a 91 Corolla. I'll show you downstairs. It's cool. It's actually so cool. It's like driving a go-kart.
Oh, cool.
Like my son put
Yeah,
a
someone
perfect-
said to me, there's nothing like riding like an old bomb.
Bro,
you know.
my son described it perfectly. He's like, it's like a go-kart.
Yeah. I remember. Do you remember my Honda Civic? Do you remember my Honda Civic? 89 Honda Civic blue. That was like
Yes.
my first car. I had a VL before that, but then I got that. That thing was like
Imagine if you'd kept the VL, what that would be worth right now.
yeah. But that went through so many accidents. That car, like everyone drove. My sister drove. My dad drove. It was my dad's car. Then,
What's the matter?
like it was a silver, lowered, tinted. It was beautiful. But then my Honda Civic was like a 2-door hatchback.
Yeah, I remember.
The Honda Civic. That was like it was
That was a
manual.
workhorse. That was a workhorse.
That car, mashallah,
Mashallah,
madrasa took me for how many 4 or 5 years,
mashallah.
4 years or something like that. But that was an accident as well. But you know the funny thing is like it got fixed and I used it for a few years, but the Lebanese mechanic or panel beater slash he fixed it. There was actually like wood inside of it, inside holding the panel. Like there's actually wood. a long time
you
ago.
found that out after the accident.
Yeah, there was some wood or something, piece of wood inside of it, holding it all together. But anyway,
Your
it was
firstborn travelled in
it was a I love that
That
little
was a
car.
workhorse. That
Yeah,
actually
it's for
took
a tiny little zippy little thing. Honda Civic is a good car. Honda Civic 89, I think. Yeah, I think it's built in South Africa or something like that. Apparently, so
built in South Africa.
yeah, I think so. It was made
So
for South
random.
Africa or made
Like
South
during the
Africa.
time of apartheid.
Yeah, I don't know. 91, 98, after apartheid. But anyway, all right. Jazakallah khair, everybody that joined us.
Thank you for
You
watching.
can listen to the
Please
recording,
like,
inshallah.
subscribe. Are we going to reach 101 or what?
Inshallah, 100, inshallah.
And then
And then we'll see,
evaluate.
inshallah.
It'll
We'll
depend on-
evaluate.
Depends on everyone.
People
Honestly,
offering to take care of the podcast. So if it's a lot of work, it's tedious.
People are offering to what?
When I say tedious, like it's not
You
worth
know what we
it.
need to figure out how to do online for me.
Yeah. For all of us, because
all of
I have you guys drive the least. I'm here 1 hour, and you're talking about to do it online.
No, but that's not because if I'm here, I'm here.
We'll figure out like a schedule so that we make sure we're fulfilling the schedule, inshallah. But it's always better when there's more than one person here.
So you
Inshallah.
you take a camera with you. I'll take a camera with you. If I
No, you got a camera already, and I've got a camera already. We don't need to take camera. Leave one set up here. I've got my own camera at home already. So, and you've got your own camera as well.
Can we do one where
I don't want to give you the camera that belongs to.
Can we do one where you're just sitting by yourself and you've got no friends and you're just talking and you just act like you do every day? On air, that's what I'm saying. I haven't got friends.
All right.
Oh, you telling me?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
No, it's on
barakatuh.
air. Oh, you thought I was editing
Assalamu
myself.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
All right, 1 second. Let me just stop this.